All right, we're here with another Schmolke Investment Team spring practice report. What is this, number 4, buddy?
It is number 4.
First day in full pads, really overcast as you can see, Tiger Stadium in the background, and still a lot of them similar drills that we've been seeing the first few days, but again today, first day in full pads. I did see a new wrinkle today. They had quarterbacks throwing, getting the ball out quick and with receivers. You'll see a lot of that on our Tiger Bait video, but buddy, what was your reaction after you didn't see him on Tuesday?
Good morning, everybody. It is cloudy out here at the Charlie Mack practice facility, affectionately known as the Ponderosa. And quite frankly, cloudy is where LSU spring football is right now. Not a lot of depth. We keep reiterating to all of you that LSU is thin at offensive line and running back. We're going to get into some of the particulars. They've got the 3 quarterbacks. Jaden Daniels bigger and hopefully better. Garrett Nussmeier primed to eliminate turnovers but still make those great deep throws. Ricky Collins, what's his role to be determined later, but he looks good physically. O-lineman, folks, we finally got a chance to see a little O-lineman. Will Campbell at left tackle, Garrett Dellinger at left guard, Marlon Martinez at center, Chemo McAnally, all of the fans for Chemo, keep him pumped up. He's at right guard starting next to Emory Jones. Of course, Bo Bordelon, the only other scholarship offensive lineman, Mike. Not a lot of depth in the O-line and very few running backs. Still no Josh Williams out here, limited. So a lot of injuries, and I wish I was as thin as LSU was at running back and offensive line right now.
Yeah, I like the way Trey Holly looked in the full pads, and it was what I also really liked looking across to the back football field across from us was seeing number 0, Mason Smith, out there dressed out in a limited role, of course. I don't know what all he does and what he doesn't do once they let us out of here. But it's good to see him out there moving around, and that his rehabilitation, from what we understand, is ahead of schedule, and he'll be just fine by summer.
You forget how big number 0 looks. Of course, that was the craziest thing anybody has ever seen, him getting hurt that early in that Florida State game. This is a money year for him. He can go pro after this year. This is his 3rd year, but right now you're trying to get him healthy. By the way, we keep mentioning some of these names. Ovi Ogafu, number 17 is starting. Of course, we've talked about it on all the shows. Savion Jones, this is a big year for him. 6'6", about 265, 268. He looks good. Inside, Tank Gilry and Parrish Shan, one of those guys they picked up in the transfer portal. Harold Perkins and your guy Omar Spates from Oregon State running with the ones.
Got a lot of Omar Spates on video today.
Yeah, he looks good. He wears number 1, so your linebackers could be number 4, number 1. Greg Penn is in the mix, but right now Spates is running with the ones. And today, one big change we saw. Javian Toviano was not starting at corner. They moved him closer to the line of scrimmage. He's very physical. He can cover. So he's probably getting some reps at safety and, of course, in the slot. Hey, Vinny Latino, you're excited. Zy Alexander and J.K. Johnson running with the first team ones. You know Greg Brooks and Major Burns and all those guys are going to be out there. But once again, to enforce upon you, don't come out here on April 22nd and expect to see a big show, because you're running with a skeleton crew right now in the spring.
Being overwhelmed with all the news on social media in today's world, it's hard not to know what the real facts are. It is so difficult to sift through all the information at your fingertips. That's where the Schmolke Investment Team comes in. We will help you manage your money and make the decisions best suited for you and your family, no matter what your life situation is at the moment. Getting married, starting a family, changing jobs, children going to college, or retiring. They are here to support you in making the best investment decisions for you and your individual situation. When you invest your money with the Schmolke Investment Team, you got over 40 years of investment experience to give you the confidence to make all the important decisions. Let Brian or Bart Schmolke help you plan your future that you want. Call them at 318-448-3201, 318-448-3201. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial and Registered Investment Advisor, member FINRA/SIPC. Bart and Brian Schmolke right there in Alexandria, 2 of the best people in the business. Trust your money with them. They're the best.
market has been very volatile. Of course, the Feds met yesterday, and it automatically put the market in a spin. So deal with some professionals like Bart and his brother. You will sleep better at night. Couple of other tidbits that I saw, Mike. And you mentioned it with Jaylen Brown, and of course everybody knows about Malik Neighbors. This is another guy that's a junior. This is a big year for him. Kyron Lacey looks like he's solid at the number 2. Brian Thomas Jr., big year for him. He's another junior. But Jaylen Brown, Kyle Parker, LSU is flat loaded at wide receiver. You don't have to worry about wide receiver. And then you still have Shelton Sampson and all those other guys coming in. But running back, Mike, I would have thought we'd have seen Josh Williams back right now. All the precautionary measures, Trey Hiley, Malachi Lane, Noah Kane, and some other walk-on, only 4 running backs. What we're trying to tell you,
They'll be fine
folks,
there, though.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm trying to say is it's hard to scrimmage when
Right.
you have 2 or 3 scholarship running backs and 5 or 6 scholarship offensive linemen.
Like we said on the show last night, I just think it's got to be a different spring, just because of the numbers you've got, the way you're going to scrimmage, the way you're going to do situational work. I think they've got to do some unique things in order to get through spring. I think it's going to be a lot more classroom and teaching than it is the hard physical work, just because they've got to hold that back for numbers until the summer.
We said it last night on this show. Look, folks, we're looking and eyeballing with the numbers that we have out here with the injuries and those that are limited. You're probably going to add about 40% of new players and guys coming back off the injury. Look, we know Mekhi Wingo and Mason Smith are probably going to start in at the defensive tackles on the inside. But right now, Parrish Shan, Jacoby and Geary, all these guys are getting reps. And this is going to be beneficial when LSU needs to lean on those guys and use them with the depth situation. We talked about Ogofu. We talked about Brandon Swinson's another guy that is getting some look-sees. Toviano, I keep saying, I keep locking in on 25. You're going to see 2 really good number 25s. Every day I'm out here and I see Trey Holly. He reminds me of Clyde Edwards-Helaire when he came out here. He's wearing 25, not 22, but still short, stocky, puts his foot in the ground, makes a cut, catches the ball seamless out the backfield. Noah Kane, nobody talks about him. All the guy did was have double-digit rushing touchdowns. And oh, by the way, like Mike said on the show last night, we got plenty of time to debate what's going to happen with the quarterback room. So basically on this cloudy Thursday morning, we're telling you that we're trying to give you tidbits, but there's just not a lot of meat and potatoes out here. But the good thing is that these guys have a method to the madness. If you're holding out Josh Williams and Mason Smith and all these other guys, there is a reason. So it's going to be beneficial.
I'm just thinking here, there's one constant that we see in a lot of the drills that we film. It's they're working on footwork.
Yeah.
It's a lot of footwork, regardless of the position. Frank Wilson out there this morning with the running back group, taking that first step and then going the other way. All sorts of drills. Same thing with Joe Sloan and the quarterbacks. Then you look across the field to Hankton with his receivers. It's all footwork and the spacing of your foot. And then when you go left or right, you'll see that on the tape. I shot a lot of good footage this morning. Got a real good look at defensive linemen hitting the sleds, and you'll get a good look at some of the bodies on these guys now that they're in full pads. Again, you talked about it last night. I really like the way Savion Jones looks. Quincy looks real good. Fitzgerald West got some good footage of him hitting the sleds. But yeah, I've got Omar Spates got some good stuff on him today too. I really, just like on Tuesday, I really like the way he moves. So go to Tiger Bait and subscribe. Try us out for $1. I'll have the full video package up later this morning. Of course, we post these reports and everything we've got after practice is completed. So we got a lot for you on tigerbait.com. We want to have you as a premium subscriber. And if you're enjoying this, do us a favor and hit the like button.
Hey, Jackson McGowan wearing 83, Mac Markway wearing 84, some more walk-ons. Once again, a pertinent big-time player, Mason Taylor, out because of injury. So what we're trying to get to is that this is actually a good thing. It doesn't seem to be a good thing right now, but they're getting new guys reps. They're going to be up to speed. And obviously, we know that specialists are hard to judge. John Jancic, I know you were excited because he got after people on Tuesday morning.
Yeah, I wish my microphone would have been turned up a little bit more, but he's a good one. I think the over and under on 18-wheelers during this broadcast is about 20. And I think we've hit it so far. But yeah, I think we're going to get them again Saturday morning. We'll get players for interviews after that. But I'm hoping we're going to get different periods, or if it's not different periods, more periods. So we're going to see a little bit more than the drills. I'm assuming we get our release from Sports Information next week as far as our media opportunities. It's going to be different, and then we're going to start getting coordinators to talk to us as well.
Yeah, we have no access on Tuesday. That's the original plan. We will be back out here a week from today. My NIL performance and sponsorship today, Greystone Golf and Country Club. Just want to remind everybody, we did move the twilight to 3 o'clock. Now that we've changed the clock, you can get your 18 holes in. 667, 67, 44, extension 1 for tee times. Wrapping up on my end, Mike. Don't worry, be happy. A lot of hard work being done, but it's it's just a rough draft. If you're writing a big essay of 20 pages, this is a rough draft, and you're getting to see a lot of new players. You still have a big transition. LSU still 1 year away, Mike, in my opinion, for having that 85 where you look and you see, man, this guy can play, this guy can play. LSU still got about 20 spots with walk-ons, and they're going to need one more year, and all signs continue to point to LSU knocking them dead in the recruiting game.
Absolutely. Got a lot coming your way on Tiger Bait later today. We get Jay Johnson and players. Of course, it'll be the first day of the women in Greenville, South Carolina. We'll have some stuff on that later in the day as well on this YouTube channel and on Tiger Bait. So we've got a lot happening at Tiger Bait. Football coverage, baseball, women's basketball. It's nonstop. So hit the subscribe button, notification bell right here on our YouTube channel. And if you're not a subscriber to Tiger Bait Premium, go try us out for $1. You're going to see our big video package and a lot of recruiting stuff happening as well. So anything else, buddy?
Tomorrow afternoon in the 4 o'clock range, Alyssa Peely is the big girl for Utah. The key, obviously, keeping Angel Reese and LaDasia Williams out of foul trouble. We know Lex Luthor, a.k.a. Alexis Morris, has got to make some threes. Love to see Carson make some threes. Flage, want to see her play better. I've got good Cromer. You and I both predicted Elite 8. I think they got a chance to win 2 games over at Greenville, too. And, of course, right here, the box. I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Right here at the box coming up Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Arkansas. Look, we had that great view last night.
I was looking at the TV schedule. All of them are on major networks.
All of them on major networks. 7 o'clock on Friday night, 1 o'clock on Saturday, noon on Sunday. It works out perfect to watch both basketball.
Yeah, you're not trying to find ESPN
football.
Plus or any of that. It's all major.
And no digital, all major networks. Ben McDonald on 2 of the 3 calls. But you'll be able to watch Kim Mulkey and the Lady Tigers as well as baseball all this weekend.
All right, guys. See you on the other side.
Later.